What's going on, everybody? This is Blue Collar Joe, and we're doing something a little different to give y'all a little sample of what's to come after Voyage to Erebus reaches its climax. With only 2 episodes remaining, our 6'1" of fun DM is going to announce what is taking its place. So, King, take it away.
All right, Democrats, ladies and gentlemen, what's going to happen after the voyage to Erebus is we're going to take a break in between the campaigns that belong to the Olympian Chronicles, and we are going to start, in fact, a new campaign which is going to consist of its own sort of tales. And in fact, the name of the campaign is going to be the Batharian Tales, Maelstrom in Fire. I will be the corrected DM for this actual campaign, and along with me tonight are pretty much our actors and all that. We may have one or two that could not be here this evening, but at a later date, we will introduce them. We will let them talk about their character, ask any questions they may have. But as of right now, we're going to go around the table. We're going to start with this lady right here, and we're going to introduce our characters, introduce who we are, and talk a little bit about our character.
Okay. Hey, my name is Gabby, and I play Nina Black.
All right. What can you tell us about Nina? What you're wanting Nina to be like?
Nina is a sorcerer. She is a good witch, and she is also a half sibling to someone in this campaign. I think
Right.
you'll find out later.
Hey everybody, my name is Dylan Yates and I am playing Malachi Slade. Malachi Slade is a half elf sorcerer and he's neutral. He can be like if you make him mad, he can be mad. If you make him good, he can be good. But he's just a very neutral person and I hope everybody will like him when it actually starts.
It's your turn. Come on. Who are you?
My name's Xerxes Thorn, and he's like an elf,
Half elf. Yeah.
half elf,
Oh, no, he's full blue elf. Yeah, that's right.
and I'm kind of wanting to be evil, kind of
Of
the dark,
course.
kind of like the dark elf.
Okay. Okay.
I know.
And I'm Robbie Burnham, aka Preacher Man R&B. Blooper alert! Whoops! Anyway,
I'm
my
leaving that in the
character
edit.
is. Stop. Stay still. Stay. Anyway, my character is Maxwell Taft, a sorcerer and the older half brother of Nina. So yeah.
My turn.
And yep.
What's going on? This is Blue Collar Joe, aka Joseph. I am going to be playing a dwarf druid named Finn Gingeroo, and his voice is going to be right up here. And for
Liking it already.
oh wait, I'm just gonna get Robbie to edit the pictures in.
Oh, okay. All right. That
We're
works.
gonna be Scott.
I can do that. You'll just have
And
to send me the video. Yeah, that works.
yeah, Finn is your unconventional druid. For one, the biggest thing to tell if it's really him or not is he has heterochromia. For those who do not know what that is, that you know what? No, I'm gonna make the other players roll the dice of destiny on that.
So,
Everybody,
anybody else want to roll? Yeah. DM don't. Oh my gosh.
What is?
Okay. There we go.
Okay,
Dylan got the highest with the 16.
so I'm just gonna say it because at least one of them had to beat a 10. Heterochromia is when you have two different eye colors. He has one red, one green, one blue, and he is a neutral good, meaning he's more concerned about the conservation of wildlife, which is why he took the path of the druid. He is a land domain druid, and if you get caught abusing animals or doing something horrible to nature, he's probably gonna hit you with a sickle. Just proceed with caution.
And last but not least, as far as who's here amongst us right now, while I am the DM, I do have a character that I have created that will actually play off as the narrator, sort of this campaign. And that would be Dr. Jeremiah Marrow. He is human. However, he is a warlock in himself and very powerful when I add you. So that's all I'll give to you about Dr. Jeremiah Merrill for right now. he does have relation. I'll give you this as well. He has relation to two of the characters.
He's our
here.
cousin.
So you got
Listen.
a much older cousin for sure.
Well, I'm 40, so
Much older cousin for sure. So, but now that we have introduced the characters, the actors, everybody that you will be singing throughout this campaign, this is a time of reflection, time where the actors can feel free to ask the DM, myself, anything that they want to know specifically about their characters or about the campaign, what to expect, things of that nature. So whoever wants to start it off, okay.
first question. Could you tell us the backstory on the half siblings' parents?
So the half siblings' parents, you being the oldest, obviously, your mother is also her mother. Y'all have different fathers. Now, your father specifically has not been heard from in a while. Not even you have heard from your own father in a very long while.
When the answer to who's your father is multiple choice.
While you still have connection with both your mother and father. Yeah, it's sort of one of those moments where, y'all's mother did love both of your fathers, but something that will be revealed sooner on in a campaign is the choice as to why she ended up leaving your father to move and be with your father for the remainder of her days. So that is the question's answer that I get to you.
So do I do my other two or just we rotate?
Y'all can rotate and you don't have to do
Okay,
them all
I'll
in
go
sequence.
Okay, so as far as characters, do any characters have like anything against each other?
What I got going to know about the character?
For that, I will have you roll the dice of destiny.
Hi.
Do any characters have any sort of beef or anything against each other?
Three.
I will say that it will be a simplified answer without any discussion prior to it, and that will be yes.
Okay.
There are certain characters that have certain beefs with each other, or at least their families do. So
Okay.
Next,
that's the answer
you
I'll give.
got any questions? Or do your first question.
Let's see. Is there anything with my character like? Is he like his mom elf, like his dad elf, his mom human? Like since I'm a half elf.
Yeah, which one's human?
It's like,
Your mother is human. Your father is an elf.
is it like anything with my backstory that I need to be worried about?
Not necessarily worried, that it'll play into your character specifically. However, your father and you have a very strenuous relationship, a very stressful one at that, because him being fully elf, full blooded, while you are only half elf, he expects you to be pretty much to be exactly like him, to be exactly like an actual full blooded elf would be. And so that's what creates the tension between you and your father.
More
Because
daddy
you-
issues.
Yeah, you realize that can never be. You are in the wrong. You are in the right. Your father's in the wrong. However, your father's completely oblivious to the fact that he's in the wrong because he always thinks he's right. But
All right, Joe, your turn. What's your first question?
I actually didn't come up with any, even though I was literally told like almost 12 hours ago. So I'm gonna wing it. I'm gonna wing it.
Yeah.
No, nobody did.
Can we expect Finn to get an animal companion? Because of his attachment to nature and the fact that he is a druid.
I will say this with you and Josh Gordon, who plays our other druid, y'all have not met Josh yet, but you will. With both of y'all being druids, y'all are definitely the most likely to have animal companions that either are with you from the beginning or join you during the campaign.
Okay, because the reason why
Oh, wait. Yeah. Go ahead, Joe.
Go ahead, Joe.
because the reason why I asked that is, and I'll say this publicly, and you can tell me yes or no. That's your call. I was going to ask if we could do a black lab companion as a tribute to a black lab that I had named Lucy.
Do you have to go by a lab name, or like as far as like, do you have to call it a black lab, or can it be a
As tribute, as long as it's a
animal?
tribute.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I want it to be an animal that's within the D&D realm that mostly can reflect what a lab looks like.
yeah. I mean, the blink wolf is a good example.
Yeah. So like if you were to do a black wolf like that, I mean, perfect. Right.
Okay.
That will definitely be your tribute. We will have to discuss on when to bring said tribute in
Thank you.
and all that, and when they can become your companion. But I am completely okay with that.
Yeah, because
Also,
you
remember
loved
Drew
Lucy.
and walk
Yeah. Druids should be able to also shift
into animals.
into
Yeah.
animals as well. So that also is a huge bonus on that part.
Yeah.
All right, TJ.
Do you think that like I'll be one of the strong characters? Like,
No.
From, okay, so from the stats that you have rolled out of everybody's stats right now, what I can tell you about your stats and your character and the way you're wanting your character to play out, right now yours is on par with being one of the deadly ones if you're not watched. So, like right now, for instance, I will put this into effect. Uh, in the Olympian Chronicles right now, Nereis is one of the ones that gives me the biggest problems as a DM. You're probably going to be one of those in this campaign.
Yeah.
Aye.
One where I'm going to take, do I take him the frick out?
And it's the same way with Brock.
You can do the way you've chosen certain aspects and characteristics of your character. It's going to make your character very interesting to watch as we progress through the campaign, because you never know
About
how your character is going to change throughout the campaign. You know what you want your character to be right now, but halfway through the campaign,
Campaign.
you may be changing your character's personality
Mhm.
because of something that happens in the campaign, or this is how I wanted to be, but now I'm feeling like my character can actually go this route. So let me go this route.
Right.
All right. Next question: how is my character's relationship with his stepfather, aka her father?
Okay, so your relationship with Nina's stepfather,
Well, it's Nina's father. This is my stepfather. Yeah.
or yeah, Nina's father, your stepfather,
Mm-hmm.
is that sort of like you respect him because you know that your mother's departure from your father was mutual, but it's also one of those things of you don't have a father now. You don't know where he is. You don't know where he's been. So you're sort of in that jealousy time feel. You still respect her because you know she has nothing to do with it,
And I protect her.
and you protect her. But it's one of those things where it's just like, I really wish I had a father. And every time you see her father, your stepfather, kind of reminds you about the fact that your father's not there. And so it beats somewhat of a mental. You don't show it. You're really good at not showing it. But you've got a mental note in there of just your past with that.
Okay, do you know my backstory? Like how I came to be a witch? A good witch, let me rephrase.
Good sorcerer.
Your mother.
Okay.
Your mother. Um, even though you do have a father and all that, father wasn't really big on, you know, being there for you to train you whenever it was need be. Bless you.
Bless
It was mainly your mother that stepped up and started to train you as the witch that you are, and as the witch that you are growing to be. She has a very busy life. However, she always makes time to be able to try and train you and try and help you any way you can to become a stronger witch, as especially even during as the campaign goes through, because we will hear from y'all's mother throughout the campaign. So,
All right,
Can my character be dangerous if he wants to be? Like, is there like a set point in there? If he chose to be, like, I can get more powerful and he can like be dangerous if he wants to be.
right now, as of the way your character's set up, like statistics wise, characteristic wise, everything like that, you are not as powerful as you need to be in that aspect. Now, as we go throughout the campaign, there will be upgrades, updates that your character goes through that can in fact make him a very dangerous person to behold and to deal with. It's just going to be a matter of how you make your character as we go throughout the campaign, how you grow your character and his characteristics.
All right, Joe. Question
Oh.
number 2.
Will our characters have better luck than Mississippi State does? I'm kidding. That is not my question.
Ah.
Shut up, TJ. And the sad thing is I am a State fan.
Sounds Dylan.
I'm out here while I'm out with you, man.
Take that in.
All jokes aside, one of the questions I have is when we had initial talks about this campaign, you said it was kind of a school setting. Can you elaborate?
What? A school what?
A school setting.
School setting. So again, think Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Most of the movies reflect around a school, reflect around Hogwarts. Now, what I mean by school setting here is there are going to be 3 wizarding schools that reside in Batharia. So these schools are 2 of them are lower schools, sort of like for beginners, and then your grand school is going to be your co-ed school, where both once the beginners one of the lower down schools is going to be strictly males, one of the lower down schools is going to be strictly females. The co-ed school is going to be a mixture between males and females. This is when witches, warlocks, witches, and sorcerers, when they come to a point in their training where they are ready to take that next level, they move up to the grand school.
Yeah,
And
and I'm assuming you
that
also
class-
include druids.
Yes.
Okay.
There are some druids that are going to be attending the school. Certain druids are not going to be actually a part of the school. They have their own thing that they're doing.
You want to
Because
hit the
they're
pig what
either
we're gonna
going to
marinate this thing with?
Sure.
If you in the middle of something, you ain't got to.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of something right quick.
They're already done with school, or they are basically, never went to school to begin with. It's sort of just been like an inner family sort of ordeal.
Yeah, that was my question.
But I can also tell y'all this, that your campaign is not going to keep you in Batharia. Y'all are going to have to go even to the ends of this world that y'all live throughout this campaign, which can take days time to travel.
All right, TJ.
I was wondering how I became a dark elf.
How you became a dark elf,
Yeah.
as far as your backstory?
Yeah.
All right. So this is a very interesting topic. So with your particular character, while you are still a student, you have found that your powers, what you can do, the spells that you know, and how you can manipulate those spells, your personality in general, grows stronger the more you lean towards a darker view. So, with that being said, while you were still, and all of y'all are going to start in the grand school, so y'all have already made it through your pre-grand days and all that at your own respective schools. But as you were going through your pre-grand days, as you were training up to the point where you transferred to the grand school, you basically gained a knowledge, more of a knowledge on the evil and the negative type of atmosphere that surrounds Batheria and surrounds the entire world y'all live on. You understand that better than anybody in your class, better than anybody at that school, because you are a rebel and because you started taking opportunities to be able to basically morph your way sort of down that dark rabbit hole while you are still hiding it from everybody else. It will come to fruition the longer your character acts, evil, acts darker and all that. It'll become more of a light, because one of our characters in our group, they can see into the minds of others.
Robbie,
Right,
last round.
Sort of on the rounds of what Gabby asked a while ago. How did I come to be a sorcerer?
You came to be a sorcerer by both your father and your mother. See, difference from her mother was focusing on the main. When your mother was with your father at the time, even being younger and all that, from a very, 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 very early on age, they were teaching both together. Now, when your father and your mother split, father stayed with you for a little bit longer, but then he just up and disappeared. But beyond that, your father was a collector of many ideologies, many teaching mechanisms, supports that you were able to utilize on your own to teach yourself well enough to be able to not only get into the pre-grand school era, but to push yourself and surpass some of your students to get to grand before they did, and then past that. You are a very knowledgeable individual, but you are also very reserved because of some things of your past, some things that are going on in your present, and some things that may be going on in your future. But you were able to teach yourself. That's the short answer. You were able to teach yourself through,
kind of a prodigy type thing.
yeah, think of it in that aspect.
All right, Gabby, last question.
Okay, so sort of like Anna, does Nina have like a secret as far as the other players don't know about? Or maybe my brother doesn't learn about, like Anna had a human husband that went against
No.
her mother.
No, I don't think right now. Now, there will be moments during this campaign where all of y'all will derive secrets that you can choose to keep to yourself or choose to share with the rest of the group. But as far as starting this right now, nobody has any secrets that are going to be influential as far as going to be revealed at the beginning or anything like that. So that is what I can give to y'all.
All right, Jeff, last question.
Let's see. Is there like anything on my character like let's see, is there anything between like his mom and his dad that like makes him like balance out between the two? Like hard for him to choose between?
You are, when it comes to combative skills and all that, you are very much like your father, but your personality, your love and kindness, a good bit of the time, comes from your mother. Your mother has always been a gentle heart, a gentle soul. Your father has always been that sort of strict. So that is very combat oriented. He's focused on fighting. That's what he does.
So I
That's
guess
all
that's
he
what
does.
balances me out between like neutral, bad, and good neutral. Like I can be bad, I can be good.
That's what helps out with your character being able to tackle neutral.
I can be by this guy.
Oh no, I can be anything you like.
All right, Joe. Last question.
Yeet. Um, I'm in a really good mood. But my last question is about Finn. Is he someone who, because of his druid, I'm trying to get words right. Because of Finn being a druid, did he go an alternate route than to primary schools before going to the grand school?
Make me a roll. You got a D20 with you? And
Would you
by
like?
with you, I meant all.
Yeah. Thanks. 15.
Okay. So it's about half and half.
Okay.
So you, similar to another individual that we have talked about here, you did not have to partake in the pre-grand schooling as much because you were surpassing a lot of them. However, you also didn't start when the rest of your class started. It's sort of one of those things where you basically you had at home, experience with training, with knowing what you're dealing with learning. When you got to pre-grand and all that, a little later than everybody else, you still were able to lap them, so to speak, with how much knowledge you already knew, to the point where they practically put you up immediately into the grand school. The grand school, by the way, is a school for all ages. It is not just a school for the younger. There will be some older individuals you will meet. Yeah,
4 years.
this one right here, it's 40 years old.
35.
Still within the you got 35 that's still in the grand school. So that's basically what you're looking at as far as, Finn's upbringing when it comes to learning and to mastering.
Okay.
All right, TJ, last question.
How did I become a half elf?
Well, you're full elf.
I am.
Yeah, you are
You're
full
full
elf.
Another question?
It'd be anything that you pop off in mind.
Something about your character's backstory.
It
Something.
could be something about the storyline. It could be something about
Yeah, how
villains, some whatever.
do you think I'll have any like enemies,
Do I think you
like people against me,
ask
like trying to like?
ask a more specific question? Keep in line with what you were just asking, but make it more specific.
Like, is there anybody that's gonna like kind of like come after me more?
Often
Yeah.
roll the die.
6.
Okay. So, what I can tell you is that there will be a certain character that is going to come after you, yes, but it's not going to be in the way you think. If you want to know more specifics on what I mean by that, ask me after the video's ended. But what I can give to you right now for the viewers, for everyone here, is that there will be somebody that does try to go after you, but it's not the way you think. Okay?
That it?
Yeah, pretty much. I will go ahead and lead into this. Uh, y'all's enemy. No, his name is not Richard.
Wilbert.
Richard Harris, no rest. It's not Wilbert either. No. His name is Obama. I've given thought to this. There'll be a reason why. But his name is Lax. Lax is somebody here thinks that they are going to be a dark sorcerer or dark warlock.
Is his last name Mateo?
No. No. But that's what I'm about to give to you. You don't shut up. Lax is already surpassed dark sorcerer level. He's beyond anything you could even think of. He is ruthless. There is no persuading him. There is no arguing with him. So when it comes to Lax in the campaign,
Don't mess with
there will be no persuasion. There will be no trying to talk with him.
That's kind of what I'm doing. Oh man.
Not with him. Not with him. Think of it as Dracula in the way that Dracula, you can't bargain with Dracula not to take your blood. Because if he's hungry enough, he's going to take your blood. Same way. Lax is not a vampire, but Lax has a goal set in mind. He is so firm on that goal that it has made him the most dangerous being on the face of the planet. And it'll take a lot more, honestly, than just the 6 people that will be in the campaign working together. It'll take a lot more than teamwork. It will take strategy. It will take smarts. But it will also probably take some lives. I won't beat around the bush there. Probably some of your lives will be taken.
No, no. All you gonna be something stupid. No.
If that is it, that's it on our side, Joe. If you have anything else you want to add before we dismiss, this is JP Lawson, DM for Maelstrom and Fire. And we're signing out on our side. Joe, take it back.
The one thing I'm actually going to announce is this weekend there will be a video up on the Infamous JoJo channel, and it will be me talking about a little bit about myself. It might go up on the Beyond Caliber. I don't know yet. It is going to be my backstory into nerd, my personal backstory into nerd culture. Be sure to keep an eye out for it. But there's also a video coming up of the players, because we're all here. Favorite moment so far as a way to get ready for the finale of Voyage to Erebus. Talk about some of our favorite moments of the Voyage to Erebus. That's all I got.
The production video for Survivor Series too.
Oh yeah, that too.
Everybody's as far as what they have predicted and everything.
The results.
And the results and punishments.
And Joe's possibly doing the play-by-play, so that'll be all in one video.
That's all I got.
All right.
I'm about to go turn into some turkey.
I heard that. And Calibercrats, we appreciate y'all tuning in. Feel free to comment any questions y'all might have. We see them, we will respond to them in the comments, answering questions about the new campaign, as well as if you have any questions about Voyage to Erebus and where we're going to end up and all that. If it's something I can tell you, I'll tell you. If not, I'll make you roll the d20.
And all God's people says,
Amen.
amen.
Amen. And